The one and only sighting that I had was in March of 1977. And I was flying a DC-10. This is what it looks like on a flight from San Francisco to nonstop to Boston. And it was United Flight 94. The sighting that I had was in March of 1977. And I was flying a flight from San Francisco to Boston, a DC-10, and we were about halfway between Buffalo and Albany at 37,000 feet. Cloud cover underneath, dark night, when all of a sudden the airplane started. It was on autopilot. The airplane started at about a 15-degree bank turn to the left. And of course I looked out the window to, automatically that's what you do when the airplane starts to turn. And I saw this brilliant light off. And it's hard to tell exactly how far out it is, but it was very, very bright. And the first officer saw it. The second officer got out of his seat, took a look. And that's when the air traffic control in Boston wanted to know what was happening. So we told them when we figured it out, well, we'd give them a call. And about that time, the first officer hit the autopilot release button and went back to manual control. And as I was looking out the window, why this thing that we had vision, this thing that we saw, disappeared back towards the left of the airplane and to our rear at a very rapid rate. The whole event took place probably less than 3 minutes or so. So air traffic control said, okay, United 94, you're now cleared direct to Albany on into Boston, J94, and so forth. The airplane was flying using the first officer's autopilot, which is connected to the captain's compass, which is out in the left wingtip of the airplane. And apparently, for some reason or other, the magnetic force was interrupted to cause the aircraft to veer off course, because it's hooked up to the compass. All three compasses were giving different readings, which is very unusual. So what we gathered was it was an enormous magnetic force in whatever that ball was that we saw out there, that white light. After we turned the autopilot off and the first officer straightened out the airplane, and we were advised to proceed direct to Albany. We could see Albany up ahead of us about 75 miles or so in the bright lights from the city. And the magnetic interference that had been working, it made the compasses, all different readings on it, all returned to normal after we had leveled off and started back again. And the object had disappeared away from us. So everything returned to a normal state. It was round, very, very bright light. It's hard to describe the intensity of it because it was, I've said before that the intensity of a flash bulb, the old-fashioned flash bulbs, but it didn't light up the inside of the airplane. It was just a white, bright light, round. There was no danger involved that we could see. It took off and went back and disappeared out of sight. It didn't try to make any attack on us or anything like that.